Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. I am an intuitive artist, an astrologer, and a guide here to support you on your soul's evolution in this interesting times that we're in. So this meditation is designed around the energies of full moon in Gemini with the sun in Sagittarius. This happens on November 30th, 2020, and both the sun and the moon are going to be at 8 degrees. The sun at 8 degrees of Sagittarius and the moon at 8 degrees of Gemini. Full moon is always a time when the moon is lit up by the energy of the sun. It sheds light on the earth just as it sheds light on our consciousness. The tides can rise, or rather the tides do rise at the full moon. So if we think about the tides within us, as our emotions come closer to the surface, we can either expect that to happen or we can react to that happening. And my goal is to create these so that we can understand what's going on and then also work with that energy for our greatest, easiest alignment and growth. We have some interesting moments both at this full moon and at the next new moon where it will be Sagittarius sun and moon together that will be conjunct the south node. So the karmic trauma that we are working through in this moment that really deals with belief systems. There is a need to open into a multifaceted view of the world. The recognition that what you've been told and what you believe in, what you were taught, isn't necessarily the only way to view things. With Gemini, there is an insatiable desire to include all things and really to know all things. So the experience of this particular full moon after this particular year in 2020, where we have Sagittarius, the sun in Sagittarius, we are feeling that great desire just to go, just to travel, despite the limitations. And that is the thing. We still have the 3 planets in Capricorn. The Jupiter in Capricorn is much more of a gambler than Capricorn, and it, in the sense that it believes that the next thing is going to be just fine. It is going to not only be just fine, it's going to be bigger and it will be better. And there is an idealism that happens with Jupiter and with Sagittarius. But at this moment, at this full moon, while we have the sun in this incredibly hopeful, idealistic sign, the restrictions of that Capricorn are being felt still. That there's benefits to Saturn too. So I feel it's important to highlight that Saturn is about progress, in that there is persistence and there is patience. It is not about moving forward fast. Going back to Sagittarius sun, we want to move forward fast. It's another fire sign. It's very similar to Aries. So there is a momentum with Sagittarius that we can feel now, but there's also this, the word disservice comes to it, to that momentum. And additionally, if we add the south node on top of the sun, what's happening is that we are experiencing, in essence, a trauma that we have brought forth in this lifetime to experience so that we understand truth. And then this north-south node is also sextile Mars in Aries at 16 degrees. So there's that fire sign. There is that fire. Mars, the god of war, Aries, the first sign of the zodiac that just wants to be free, that needs to release the energy of moving forward, of being authentic to yourself. So if we have this sextile, which is a really positive, supportive energy that is going to this north and south node. There's even more energy to look at your beliefs, but it brings it home to some extent. It personalizes it, brings that authentic expression of self to the fore, so that the truth, how you can move forward in the world, is being highlighted right now. Additionally, in Aries, we have Chiron at 5 degrees, another centaur, but one that is known as the wounded healer. He was wounded. He went all over through all layers to heal this wound. And while the wound didn't necessarily heal, the path that he took to understand how to heal himself, he became a great healer. Now, this works with Gemini as well, because Hermes, the god, the messenger god, Hermes could go in the upper world and the lower world. The myth of Persephone, when Persephone was taken into the underworld, Hermes was the only one that could go and speak to Hades and explain that, look, we need Persephone back. The middle world is completely frozen from Demeter being so upset. And then he could come back, whereas anyone else who tried to go down there would get stuck. So we have this facility of knowledge, of communication, of really of desire, right? And in Aries in particular, it is the desire to know yourself. The way that I really have understood this as I was thinking about it, was that this sextile, is, seeking the authentic knowledge, again, seeking that authentic truth. And at the same time, it's based on this karmic sort of understanding of, I have this wound, and it has to do with my belief system. It has to do with my truth and the truth that I have been told. They're really accentuating this karmic occurrence that might be happening in your life, in the world, in our cultures. Really having to look at what truth is, and reassess our belief systems, which is always a good thing. So, additionally, speaking of karma, let's go back to the Capricorn stuff. So we still have Pluto in Capricorn at 23 degrees, and we have Jupiter, the planet that rules Sagittarius, the good luck planet, at 26 degrees, while we have Saturn, a malefic, so not necessarily a good luck planet, but there's lots of persistence in Saturn, also in Capricorn at 28 degrees. So basically, Jupiter and Saturn are conjunct. And as they move forward into Aquarius in mid-December, they're going to stay lined up, right? So this energy of, I guess, limited enthusiasm is the words that come to mind, of Jupiter, really wanting to move forward. He's moving forward, but Saturn is got some reins on him, right? So if you think of a horse, the reins of a horse, and just saying, wait, we can do this together. We can build something better than just storming right ahead. We can build this in a way that the structure and the framework will create a platform that's even higher for all of us. With, of course, there is lots of ambition, personal ambition in that Capricorn. Pluto is still bringing up the hidden secrets. And in Capricorn, speaking of ambition, it is that underbelly of getting to the top at the expense of everyone else. And so Pluto right now, and we've seen this since 2008, Pluto has been Capricorn, and it will been in Capricorn, and it will be there through, I want to say, 2024. So, and then it moves into Aquarius itself. Right now, it's showing us the greed and the corruption and the systems that have been distorted by those, the underbelly of ambition, and it's really out of balance. and Pluto will keep us out of balance until we recognize the groundedness that is Capricorn. And we play with the idea of the sea goat. It has the two legs and the head. One side is the goat, and then the other side is a fish, and it is in the water. And so finding that balance of recognition that you are part and from this earth, you have evolved and you will continue to evolve, to climb and to build, but not to forget that there is a part that goes in and that seeks your inner knowledge, that is part of the natural world, that is an emotional world as well. So that Pluto loves to go within. It is really about, with Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn, all there in Capricorn, with an exact sextile to Mercury in Scorpio, a deep intuition from the loss that has occurred. This is really framing the soul work that flows now. How do you build the platform that allows you to look over the precipice, look down into the precipice to see all that has been for you, to feel that inside, and to open your heart and feel that inside your soul, inside your body, inside your mind, and to view that, to feel that, and to continue to build up so that that soul work will continue to evolve you to that next step. Allow these moments to flow rather than to get stuck in remodeling the basement. Additionally, we have Neptune at 18 degrees Pisces. So this is an exact square. It's called a T-square. Neptune in Pisces, Neptune and rules Pisces. So they work really well together. It is, I think of the prisoner or the monk, right? And so it is there's these moments in life, it creates these situations and moments where you have to choose a higher perspective. The prisoner can be the monk. You can choose to let go of the trauma that is created from being a prisoner and find a higher evolution of your soul and your spirit. It is about choice right now, and there is an opportunity, especially with the North Node in Gemini. In fact, there is a need for this recognition that there are many different ways to see things. The twins, the duplicity of the symbol itself is bigger than one belief system. Neptune in Pisces is about the oneness in the world. And it is about letting go and letting all of those ideas dissolve into a spirituality that accepts all things, that is all things, the oneness. So again, we have this sort of conflict, right? So even though we are to look at this, communication that is multiple perspectives and understanding more information, allow the information to flow in and out of our lives, despite, whatever our belief systems may have been or whatever they are now, just allowing that communication to happen. And then recognizing with this square, which is a hurdle, the hurdle is that none of that matters. Existential moment where we let go into the recognition that it is only oneness, that when we open our heart and when we exist in meditation, in prayer, in creativity, and all the right side brain stuff that we can do, when we exist in that moment of belief and communication, that they dissolve into the oneness of all that is. And when we open our hearts and experience that love of that oneness, that is the answer to the hurdle. right? That is the answer to the puzzle and the challenge. So then that leaves me to Venus in Scorpio. We have a sextile going over to our friends, the old farts in Capricorn. And they work really well together, actually, right? So Pluto in Capricorn has done really well in its job of going below the surface of this structure that Capricorn has built to expose basement that was flooded or the beams that have rotted. We need to rebuild that structure, and we are in the process of rebuilding that structure. It's first exposing it. And so with this sextile to the planets in Scorpio, again, that exposing the underside of things, exposing the things that can no longer be hidden, right? So Venus is our desire and our love nature. It is a deep intuition. And if we think about both Venus and Mercury in Scorpio, it is a deep intuition because of the loss. From that loss, there was instinct created in order to survive. And so over time, and that is a Capricorn thing, that instinct can grow and can sense out the flooded basement or the structure that part of it has been rotted. It senses out those things. And so this is an incredible moment to really tune in to your deep intuition that has evolved through this year. This really is a culmination moment at this full moon where we can all really tune in to the rotten boards, right? And now it's time to fix it and to let it go and to rebuild that structure. We really start to recognize our creator energy within all of these moments, that we have our power through that instinct and the power that we have in recognizing that there has to be change. That brings me to Uranus. So right now we have Venus that's moved into Scorpio at 10 degrees. And so Uranus is now, it's at 7 degrees Taurus. Talking about that power, talking about letting go so that you can flow into this divine inspiration of what you truly value in this moment after an incredible year that has taught us a lot about what is truly important, what is truly valuable. And it's through those moments of loss that we have honed in our instincts and our intuition, and we've had to rebuild. That is what this entire year is about. We are on a great trajectory forward for a new humanitarian system as everything starts to move into Aquarius. We really have to decide to tune in to our power that is authentic, that is unique, but we also have to reach out to each other. It's not about rebelling just for the sake of being different. So that is an important distinction as we move into the Aquarian age. And this is something that we really will be looking at for 2021, is to the truth, understanding that we're not alone, understanding that we can do this together, and that there's so much more magic in the world that we can open up to. Lastly, I want to say that I have a special for my readings going on right now. And for the month of December, I'm giving half off. I recognize that there's a lot of change going on, and I really want to be there for you. So if you are called to work with me, it's right. Let's do it. And I'm offering half off for a 2-hour astrology reading, an intuitive astrology reading, where yes, I do read your chart, but I also, with my evolutionary astrology that I practice, I see into some past lives, and I also do unique meditations during that 2 hours that support you on your individual journey. So It's super fun. It's probably different than what you've experienced with astrology readings before. It's uniquely me. I hope that you will go to my website, NicholeDeMent.com, and check out all of that information. Don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to do a complimentary session just to find out if it's the right fit. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here, for taking care of yourself. I hope that this brings you at least one insight into a challenge that you're facing in this moment. Okay, let's get started.
Let's just find ourselves in a comfortable position, feet on the ground. Kick off your shoes, get comfy. And as you softly close your eyes, just take in a deep breath to the count of 4, in through the nose. Deep into the belly and hold for 4. Slowly letting it out through the mouth. Pushing it all the way out. Good. Just letting our body know we're doing something a little different by this intentional breath work. Let's do that again. In. Deep, deep. Hold. And out like you're fogging a mirror. Letting go on that out breath. Relaxing down. And now we'll do it one more time, and on the in-breath, we'll consciously imagine all our body just sinking down. The breath coming in, the body sinking down. In through the nose, body sinking down. And hold with your body filling with this breath. And letting go, relaxing down. Gently just deflating, letting your body relax. Good. And feeling that relaxation deepen as you breathe normally. Imagine your head starting to relax, all the muscles from the top of your head all the way down to your chin and the base of your skull. Just see them relaxing, feel them softening, one by one. Closing those eyes, we'll use an inner sight for these next few moments, allowing the visions and dreams of our highest and easiest best to come easily and naturally. Relax that jaw, just let it drop. Only an internal voice will be necessary during this meditation. Feeling your neck and your throat muscles all relax. Relaxing down into your shoulders, dropping those elbows. They just feel heavy in this moment as you relax deeper, allowing an opening and softening. Seeing your heart relax and all those muscles around it and all the muscles in your chest and around your rib cage just softening and opening deeper and deeper into relaxation. Your arms are relaxed. Your hands relaxed gently wherever's comfortable for you right now. Relaxing your back. Well supported in this meditation. Feeling the comfort flow from your shoulders down your spine, relaxing down into that lower back, completely relaxed and at ease, being held by wherever you're sitting, soft and cozy. Relaxing that tummy and your waist and those hips down, the legs are relaxing, the knees, the shins and calves all relaxing down into the feet. One quick scan of the whole body. Any tense muscles, just put a conscious attention to it right now. And breathe in deeply to that muscle. Maybe it's a thought. Just breathe in and see it like a cloud that just dissipates. It was there, and then it's gone. Easily flowing down, deepening you down into complete relaxation, sending any tense energy down to the soles of the feet. Imagine now you have roots growing down into the earth as the earth is warm and soft and brown, and it opens and welcomes you. And any tense, heavy energy flows down into these roots, into the earth, to be transformed and to fill you back up with beautiful, nurturing earth energy. See these roots growing down further, past other roots of trees and herbs and flowers, past the rocks and the crystal caves, until you reach the center of the earth and you feel a little tug as you anchor your roots, becoming grounded and centered, completely relaxed. Imagine now you're in an open field. As you look around, this field seems very familiar. It's a beautiful field out in nature. Take a few moments to feel the ground beneath your feet, the air on your skin. Hear the sounds filling this field with all the beauty that surrounds you. Seeing, sensing, hearing, and smelling the beauty of this open field that's uniquely yours. As you connect with this beautiful field, hearing the sounds, feeling the air, seeing the sights that surround you, you settle in and start to notice the light shimmers and shifts. And just before you, you see a form start to approach, slowly, peacefully. And as this form becomes closer and closer, you feel the presence of an old friend. And as this form becomes clearer and clearer, you see that this is your guide, joining you today as your partner on this journey. Feeling their warmth and kindness, sincerity to support you, you reconnect, feeling their warmth and their love. Spend a few moments now reconnecting with this old friend. The warmth of this friendship wraps around you like a blanket, holding you in loving support. Feeling the dappled sunlight on your skin shining down through the leaves, you turn to face the sun as it warms your face, feeling the grace of the light wrapped in this loving friendship from your guide. And before you, you see a path. And you and your guide step forward on this journey down this path together. The path and the conversation with the old friend and guide is easy. Gently moving along, feeling camaraderie and presence. The easy conversation brings up memories and thoughts, moments in the past that may have been burdensome or heavy. As they gaze at you in loving kindness and support, they start to fill in the blanks as if they also experienced those moments. As you begin to recognize that they were there in those moments, your mind and your heart open to a new experience, and you begin to understand a new perspective about those moments with a clear, supportive guide that was there the whole time. You share back and forth the stories as they fill in the other side, and a new perspective becomes very clear. Spend a few moments walking along the path. See, feel, and know these moments, and allow your guide to show you a new perspective where you weren't alone. You were supported and gently guided. The lessons become clear and easy as you walk further along. The insights grow as you further walk along the winding path. As you walk along, you become lighter and lighter. Any heaviness from moments in the past seem to just lift off of your body as you easily move along. Burdens and moments when you felt alone become easier. The light that surrounds you begins to sparkle even brighter. The sunlight seems to filter through leaves in a new way. The lightness of this moment with this old friend and guide. Here, feeling their presence, understanding the joy that gently leads you into your lightness, into your purpose, into your authentic state of being. And this joy and lightness, an essence of who you are, permeates in to the sides of the path and seems to open up into the shadows, and a new lightness becomes clear. A new creativity blossoms beyond you as you notice the plants and the animals and how they work together to create something even more beautiful. Take in a deep breath now. Feel the air and the lightness flow through your body. From the outside in, the warmth of the sun gently on your skin, the cool air flowing through, pulling in the lightness into all cells of your being, all layers and levels. Take in another breath and see this light flowing in from the outside of your skin, breathing in the light into your body, into your lungs. The cool air relaxes all the organs and gently opens your heart, allowing this light to enter into that heart, opening and softening, opening to the love that is within and accepting the love that comes in. This light fills your heart as you breathe deeply into the heart, as if the heart is breathing its own air and its own light. And this light connects with the light in your heart, and it starts to grow brighter and brighter as you get lighter and lighter. So light that you feel like your spirit is lifting up. And indeed, you're like a bird that flies higher and higher, lighter and lighter, lifting up. The wind floating you along easily and smoothly, higher and higher, until you come to a forest, floating easily on the wind above the treetops. You look down, feeling the vibration of the leaves against the limbs, the bark against the tree, plants and animals moving about in the forest below, floating, moving, feeling the energy of the forest below. You slowly and gently swooping down until you rest on a limb. The forest is alive. Your body knows these mysteries. You sense and feel the energy move around the tree, through the limbs, through your feathers, watching, feeling, knowing. Your intuition is clear and keen in this place as you're tuned in, as you lift up once again and fly through the trees to look out over a clearing, as you land on another tree and view the expanse far and wide in the distance. Feeling the wind sensing the energy flowing through the trees, through the wind, through your feathers, looking out over the distance, seeing all things at once. In the distance, down below, over the precipice, seeing far and wide from high above, understanding here that all the dreams and all the visions are simply energy, moving and flowing back and forth from limb to tree to feather to air, moving freely and easily. You are the creator in this moment. Many moments of loss have created this intuitive, energetic creator space. There's no right, no wrong. It's just creation and playing with energy. Like waves on the ocean, currents that take you here and there, moving and floating, riding the waves, riding the ideas, connected to the energy, connected to your intuition, connected to Source itself. You open your wings and lift off the branch, once again flying higher and higher, floating on these waves of energy, allowing the ideas to float easily. The joy in your heart playing on these waves begins to spark the ideas, and they grow from this joy, moving easily along. The lights from stars and planets from far and near, pulling and pushing, building more energy to create from. As you float, your dreams and visions of the future become clear. Your authentic desires grow brighter and brighter, becoming more clear as you navigate space and time easily, and the winds of change flow through your entire body. No right, no wrong, just energy and flow. The minute spaces between your body and your breath, your bones and your blood, become the intuitive response to life, your authentic response, your authentic being, just being. Take a few moments now and connect with your dreams and visions in the space of just being, in this energy, love and light of Source itself. And we turn and slowly float back down to the top of the mountain, where once again you see the beautiful views and landscapes as we head down the path, back down to the open field. And here we meet our guide once again, and we give them love and thanks for joining us today, helping us to understand a new perspective, to understand that we're never alone, that we're here with support and love to give and to receive. Back in the open field, we take a deep breath and hold the love and gratefulness in our hearts as it flows throughout our bodies, feeling again into our roots, and receive the nurturing, loving, creative force up through those roots as we pull up our anchors, pulling up those roots from the soles of your feet. They come back into your body, feeling grateful and peaceful. We pull up those roots, coming back into your body, feeling the energy in your toes and your legs, coming back into the room that you're in right now. Continuing to know that we are loved and supported by our guides, maintaining clarity of our authentic dreams and visions is as clear as the energy in the blood that flows through our bodies. Feeling your body coming back into the room. Take in a deep breath and stretch your arms as the energy comes back into your body, into this space. Stretching, roll your head on your neck. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this has been helpful and relaxing and a little bit of fun. If you found this beneficial and think of someone that might enjoy this, please do share. And thanks for your likes and subscribes. They really mean the world to me. So much love, gratitude, and peace to you. I'll see you soon.